What up guys, it's your boy Lil B.
And I'm Mila.
Today we're gonna take you on a tattoo tour and show you some of our favorite tattoos. Let's get to it. My first tattoo and one of my whole-time favorite is this skull on my forearm. It was done by Pine. He's a sort of an underground like black and gray tattoo artist that influenced so many people in that black and gray tattoo scene from Southern California. For me, he's like an iconic artist. And I learned so much from getting tattooed by him, and this is one of my favorite tattoos till this day. I got it done in Linwood in 2 sessions. The first session was in a tattoo studio and the second one was in his backyard, and it was a very cool experience. He also did this one piece right here, but this one definitely stands out, you know. Next,
My first tattoo is this Sakura Flower in my hands, done by Thiago Castro. He's a tattoo artist from my hometown, Brazil. I did when I was there in holiday because I want some art from tattoo artists in my city. I just liked the design from the flash, and he drew it as a freehand tattoo in my hand. Something that I really like, very delicate, and if you look close, you can see the details on the spider web and things like that. It's like this.
boom.
And also I did this T for my family name in the same day as my family name is Japanese, so Tonouchi, so this is the T.
That's the same guy that did it?
Yeah.
It's very clean, you know, like.
Also freehand.
She has her hands tattooed, but no, one of her hands tattooed, and I have both of my hands is clean. Okay, so
Next.
next, well, let's stay in the arms. I'm gonna talk about this piece that I have here on my forearm. This is the Agony of Saint Teresa. It was done by Eric Marcinizin. There is a dove at the bottom. This tattoo was done as a tribute for someone that passed away in my family. So it's a very important tattoo for me, you know, meaningful wise. And it's representing the agony and, you know, like the suffering and setting yourself free through suffering. That's what the dove. So some of my tattoos are actually meaningless. I just like the designs, but some of them are like heavy in the meaning, you know, not heavy to wear, but like more they represent something for me. And this is definitely one of those right there. So that's why I put it on my forearm. So I really like this piece, you know. Next.
Okay, next is my inner arm. Is this forearm and this biceps? Is it called this part?
Biceps, inner biceps.
Yeah, inner biceps. Was done by Lil B. If you don't know, he's an amazing tattoo artist. Really good on fine line, black and gray.
Someone is trying to get my favors.
Okay, so talking about this one, it's actually two, but talk about this one in the forearm. I had this weird gap that come from here and taken to here, and I was thinking to fill with some black and gray, but I didn't know what exactly. And Lil B wanted to do, it was in the moment that he wanted to do this type of.
That was a little phase of my life. I was like, let's tattoo some fruits and vegetables.
Was just this time actually.
It lasted 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's true. And then I want something more classic Lil B style. Yeah? Mm-hmm. So I chose an image from the painting of Da Vinci, and this is an angel from Da Vinci.
It was a little bit challenging to be honest, because it was done from a sketch. With the picture I used the reference, the design wasn't complete on there. So I had to go from a sketch and try to make sure I honored the sketch, you know what I mean?
And it's one of my favorites, so next.
Really? It's really one?
Yeah.
So next I'm gonna go with the tattoo that I have on the back of my neck. This is my last name, Hernandez. It's representing my, how could you say, my heritage, you know, like where my families come from and, you know, my ancestors. Kind of a part of my identity, you know. Part of my family came from immigration and reached out to France to have a better life, and here I am living the dream. And it's also my last name, so you know, it was given by my dad, which always was like my hero, so to speak. So that's why I put it there, you know. And I got it done in California by Johnny Opina, that used to be my coworker. And yeah, it's my kind of way to rep, you know, my origins and my family. That was kind of crazy for me to put it there, you know. I didn't realize I was really young when I got it there, but nowadays I don't really get tattoos that shows too much, so that's why I don't have my throat, that's why I don't have my face, that's why I don't have my hands or feet. But this one, actually, I don't get to see it since it's in the back of my neck. But yeah, it's a very cool tattoo that I love. Next
Next, gonna be left arm. I'm gonna talk as a one.
Okay, one piece.
One piece is a Japanese design.
Mm-hmm.
Here we have a geisha,
Mm-hmm.
and here we have a koi fish and sakura and waves. and a dragon claw and a princess hand. I stolen the dragon sphere, and this doesn't count as my first tattoo. And was done by Hiro. That's my master. He taught me how to tattoo. I like everything of these tattoos. The color, the concept, Japanese. It's kind of representing my Japanese side because I'm half Japanese, half Brazilian. So it's cool to carry something like this.
And I think personally, if I can add something, I think it looks very great on you, and this is really one of the sleeve that when I first saw that caught my eye, you know. This suits you so well.
And I didn't want the finishing off traditional. I know they're gonna hate this part, but I didn't want the final, very traditional thing here, you know? So I get this coming.
I got used to it though. I got used to it.
This is kind of like it's going up.
Next, we're gonna go with my chest. So the tattoo that I got done on my chest, I drew the centerpiece. That's a triangle with an eye that represents the all-seeing eye. No, that's exactly what everybody's like, you Illuminati. And I'm like, I'm not. I don't even read stuff about this. I don't understand this thing. Representing, just higher consciousness.
Why a triangle?
I don't know. Just I like it. Why not? You know. That's BS. But I put a banner that says freedom in French, liberté. So I put it in French because I was born and raised in France. So that's the language that resonates with me. So this tattoo was done by my brother Miguel Ochoa. So we collabed on the wings, you know, we put the wings together and I brought the middle part and he designed the letters. So it was really cool because it was literally a collab on the design, and you know, we got a chance to work together, and he did a perfect job at doing the tattoo. He applied it perfectly. It wasn't painful at all. I think we did like 3-4 sessions maybe, and we're still actually not 100% completely done. But this tattoo is for me representing freedom, just like it says liberté, but also the wings. I always associated freedom and flying, I don't know why. So I got it done, and I was very happy to have it done by Miguel, who's a very close friend of mine, and to collaborate on this project with him. That was awesome. Next, hot up! If it's not already done, make sure to hit that subscription button. Just hit that subscription bell so you don't miss any videos. Just let us know in the comment section what you would like us to talk about next.
And give us a like.
Next.
So I'm gonna be talking about this portrait of my mom and my auntie. Basically, it's my two moms. It was done by Diego Franco. And it's a tattoo artist from Japan.
You forgot what you wanted to say about this tattoo.
When my mom was working in Japan, I was in Brazil. My auntie was the one that was taking care of me and my sister, so I consider her as my mom too. They have this face paint. It's not makeup.
Face painting.
Yeah, face painting. Like it's indigenous face painting because my mom's family, part of the heritage is indigenous.
That's really cool. And we kind of connected, you know, like it was going till here and I kind of try to extend it and connect it over here, you know, so it blends in both pieces.
Yeah, and this too is my favorite, so this one is because of the meaning. It's very important to me.
Next tattoo. Stop nexting over me.
Next.
The next tattoo is the one on my stomach. It was done by a clown. I think the shop is in Compton or is it Inglewood? I'm not sure. In California, I used to have a private studio in Compton, and I know very close to my private studio was his tattoo shop called, if I remember, it's called Lifestyle Tattoo. Actually, the way I started getting tattooed was everything under the shirt, so my process on getting tattooed was first my stomach, then my chest. I had the ribs done at the same time, and then eventually I went down to the arms. I didn't really know what to expect pain-wise, and I went straight up to the stomach, and I think I did pretty well, but it was definitely very painful. And from that point on, I assumed every tattoo was gonna be horrible, which is not the case. Mostly the body shots, I would say, are very painful, and the arms and legs are way easier. But this is a tattoo that I really love, and it was a great way for me to learn, because anything that's on your forearm or stomach, you can kind of look at it while you're getting it done. I learned a lot from getting this tattoo done at that moment of my career. It was a great experience, and it's a tattoo that I still think looks really cool, you know. And I don't see that many people that have a tattoo like this over here. And especially at the time I got it done, it wasn't such a thing as getting like a weird big statue in the middle of your stomach on the side, like a little bit offbeat. And that's what I kind of like it like this. Next
is my chest and throat tattoo. It's a dagger with button. And if you see in the top of the dagger, we see a Varsha that, if you know a little bit of Buddhism and Tibetan Buddhism and Hinduism, you can
It's a powerful symbol, basically.
Yes, exactly. And 2 buttons here that just to represent some happiness, prosperity, fortune, and
Success. Double. Stack it up.
Yes.
So botan means peonies in Japanese language.
Yeah. It's less painful than looks like here, but it's very painful over here. I was dying.
You know what's crazy is like it all depends from people to people because for me, no, like really, like for me,
you're the only person that I heard that this wasn't painful here.
It wasn't so painful compared to my back, for example. It was a big difference.
Maybe it's because you can see.
Probably.
So yeah, back into my tattoo.
Sorry guys, I'm getting too involved in her tattoos.
Hands and throat especially because it's like face and then throat. It's a big commitment to the tattoo life.
Definitely, when I saw you with the hands and the throat tatted, I was like, damn, this girl don't play. You know what? I want to add an extra tattoo that's very meaningful for me. And that was very important, that is not 100% complete. This is the tattoo on my back, so I'm going to show it to you guys now. Can we see it?
Yes.
This tattoo is very important for me because it was done by my girlfriend Mila over here. And, you know, for me to get tatted by her meant that I believe, you know, in us and also like I believe in her. You don't have to get all lovey-dovey like this. Look at her. That I believe in her skills, you know. She's been tattooing for 2 years and she does amazing work. So I let her do some work that she wanted to do. And, you know, I don't have traditional American piece, but sometimes you gotta get work from people that you love and the things that they want to do, you know. So I wasn't so much thinking like, oh, it's not gonna match the rest of my collection. It was more about, this is a tattoo that she wants to do that from a style that she's actually practicing now, and it's enough for me to get it tatted because it comes from her. And we're gonna finish this tattoo by adding background, and I really like it. And yeah, we shot a vlog about it. I put it in the cards right now if you want to check it out. It's an interesting video. It shows you how I sit through pain because it was a very painful tattoo for me, and maybe it can motivate you to get a back piece.